Welcome to Seymour Shore for round 20 of NPL New South Wales Men's Ones competition. It's the Sutherland Sharks hosting the Mount Druitt Town Rangers, with both sides' finals hopes thraying by a thread. There's only 3 more regular season games remaining, so anything other than a win won't be good enough tonight. I'm going to start this evening with a moment's silence for former player Keith Schumann, right after the players go through their formalities. It's the last home game for the Sutherland Sharks this season, so they want to finish their home record on a high. Sutherland Sharks come into the round in 9th position, 4 wins outside the top 5, whereas the Mount Druitt Town Rangers are 5 points below the finals positions, so it is a must-win game for both sides. I'm Tony Solano. Great to have your company here in Miranda. So we mentioned a lot on the line this evening. A few changes, which we'll go through momentarily. Both captains wait in the middle for the referee's instructions this evening. Because Mateo Poliak has the captain's armband this afternoon. Mark Warren out with a hamstring injury, pulled last week in their 4-0 loss to the Wollongong Wolves. Also Jordan Morphetus, not part of tonight's proceedings. He's out with a groin injury. But Charles Lokalingoi is back. So a big in for the Sutherland Sharks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great sadness we pass on our condolences to the family of former Sharks player Keith Schumann, who passed away last Monday after a long illness. Keith was an integral part of the highly successful Sutherland teams in the late 70s and early 80s. He was an uncompromising and talented central defender who was selected by Rudy Gutendorf in an Australian 11 to play a Polish side in 1979. Keith was a Miranda Magpie Junior who became a representative player at 16 and had ambition only to play for Sutherland Sharks despite offers from NCL and state league clubs. He had a magnetic personality, lived life to the fullest and looked adversity in the eye. His memory will live on for all who knew. All former players, current players, officials and all supporters of Sutherland Sharks send their condolences to the Schumann family at this very sad time. There are a number of Keith's former teammates here on the pitch to pay their respects. We would invite everybody to please stand as a mark of respect for Keith Schumann for a minute's silence. The minute's silence will start and finish on the referee's whistle. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Touching tribute there from the Sutherland Sharks. Valet Keith Schumann indeed. It's almost game time here in Miranda. The Sutherland Sharks hosting the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. For Mount Druitt, heartbreak during the week. The loss on penalties in the FFA Cup round of 32. So their campaign is over at the hands of Manly United. This is one of 2 games this evening in NPL New South Wales Men's Ones competition. Over at Lambert Park, it is the RPL Leichhardt Tigers hosting Sydney FC. So we'll bring you live scores during that fixture also. Awaiting the referee's whistle. Referee Matee. Whistle to the mouth. And we are underway here in Miranda. These are Sutherland Sharks hosting the Mount Druitt Town Rangers to kick off round 20 of NPL New South Wales Men's Ones competition. A win for both sides required as they hunt for an unlikely finals berth. Long ball from Thompson. On the left, looking for Alameddine. First throw-in of the game will go the way of the Sutherland Sharks. They will line up this way. Anthony Bazanis in goals. Quinton Cheng, Patrick O'Shea, by Antonio, Mateo Poliak, Jeremy Cox, Raul Benet, who's been great in midfield. So you see the Mount Druitt Town Rangers forging an attack. And he's ended prematurely. Charles Lokalingoi, as we mentioned, is back. Harry Sutherland in defence, as is Tarek Erkan. And Brodie Clarkson rounds out the starting 11 for the Sutherland Sharks. For the Mount Druitt Town Rangers, in goals, the ever-reliable Carlos Saliadari. Jake Mamone, Blake Thompson in defence. Alex Boyajian gets a start with Mijan Pavlovich out, but here is Fernandez approaching the 18-yard box. Tried to thread the needle. Distributes nicely. Turning was Boyajian. Now the through ball. Just a bit too much mustard on that. It'll be a goal kick. Fabricio Fernandez, the maestro in midfield. Tufik Alamadine. Cooper Koskeri. Josh Gould starts in defence. And John Roberts, they're coached by Aidan Desmond. Only 3 regular season games remaining. So we have free kick going the way of the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Both last start losers last week, so looking to get back into the winner's circle. Winners in their last 2, the Sutherland Sharks. Well, waited past looking for Boyajian. It's cleaned up by Buzanis as he rolls out. Sharks last week going down to the Wollongong Wolves 4-0 at Wynn Stadium on Saturday night. And the week before that, a 3-0 loss to the Marconi Stallions. So they've let in 7 goals in their last 2 games, the Sharks. Unfortunate to lose defender Liam McGing to the Wellington Phoenix before the Marconi game. The Mount Druitt Town Rangers are lost last week to the informed Marconi Stallions. Headed on by Lokalingoi. But Blake Thompson nods it back to the keeper. Contest. Erkan gets highest. Will roll out for a throw. Early exchanges being sorted out by these two sides. It's the home team, the Sutherland Sharks, in their traditional sky blue with the white shorts. There's the Mount Druitt Town Rangers and the yellow and green. They're running from left to right on your screen. Of course, we are on Facebook Live and on YouTube, so let us know your thoughts on the game in those comments sections. And make sure you share this post. Let's see how far and wide we can get it spread across Sutherland and Mount Druitt. Switch from Clarkson. Not his best distribution this evening. Mamone. Benet approaching the 18-yard box. Thinking about pulling the trigger. Lays it back, but into the path of a Mount Druitt player. Fernandez. Had a few attempts at through balls early. None coming to fruition just yet. Saliadare gave himself every opportunity in that penalty shootout midweek. Unfortunately, it was Charles Mendy to lay out the killer blow in front of the Mount Druitt fans. Plenty in number. Sapia Lightcart Tigers. In the other game this evening, pushing for an unlikely premiership finish. First past the post. Wollongong with a win this weekend will do enough to send the silverware to the gong. But that doesn't mean Apia can't apply the pressure. Nice work on the edge of the 18-yard box. Arez, the new man. Mamone. Heavy touch there by Koskeri. Goes behind the byline. It'll be a goal kick. Buzanis. Launches it long to Cheng. Turns it over. Fabricio Fernandez. Not enough angle on that pass. Mamone. Urkan with the bun. Middlefield, Polyak. Well-weighted ball. First to it is Cox. Made himself big there, Saliadare. And provided the block, but they'll get the next best thing here, the Sharks. They'll get the first corner of the evening. Looking to see if they can open the account here in Miranda. Of course, both these teams desperate for a win to keep their faint finals hopes alive. Benet with the delivery. Goes short. End of it is Antoniou. Nice ball for Benet again. Dancing in the box. Led away by Mount Druitt. A counter-attack flawed will play advantage. Clarkson. By Antoniou. Whips the cross in. Lokalingoi should have converted that one. Saliadare not happy with his defenders, but he put it on a platter and the striker couldn't finish. Lokalingoi returning from a 3-game suspension. Was sent off against Sydney United in round 16. Called it right back. Now they're getting in behind nicely here. Cox again. But it will be Thompson who gets to it first. The defender does enough. Sharks finding holes. O'Shea. Puts it into midfield. Cox. Nice work in a tight pocket. They liked the long ball route. Alameddine couldn't quite beat the Sharks defender there. Polyak. Go to the left. Antoniou. You'd usually see Mark Warren overlapping there, but he's not there this evening. Roberts. And Mount Druitt Jr. Nice touch from Koskeri. Roberts man on and was dispossessed. Lokalingoi. Here comes a counter-attack from the Sharks. Last touch off Sutherland, so it will be a throw for Mount Druitt. Just over the 10-minute mark here at Seymour Shore. It's currently the Sutherland Sharks 0, Mount Druitt Town Rangers 0. Let us know your thoughts on the game in the comments section on both Facebook and YouTube. Golden opportunity for Charles Lockalingua to open the scoring. Couldn't quite take it. They haven't scored in their last 2 games, the Sutherland Sharks. Looking to see if they can buck that trend. Mamone. Well weighted pass. Alameddine, one of the goal scorers on Wednesday night. Finds another in Roberts. Mamone, shape for the long ball. Sided presents it along the carpet. Here he is at the byline, Mamone. Cross comes in. Headed away by the Sharks. So now it's time for Mount Druitt's first corner of the evening. Had a pretty good rate at set pieces this season, the visitors. Going to see if they can open the scoring. Fabricio Fernandez with the delivery. Goes near post and deflected off legs. Still with Fernandez. Tries again, but well taken there by Buzanis. Nervy start from both sides. Buzanis coming back from a long injury layoff. Depletion in their goalkeeping stocks meant that Nathan Denham, the Sharks legend, had to come out of retirement and play games this season with the Sutherland club. Up the line, Fabrizio Fernandez chasing. One-on-one with Clarkson. Play short for Roberts. At the byline, cuts it inside. Headed away, but only as far as Fernandez. Harris. Darko has returned after being suspended for the FFA Cup fixture. Trying to play wide early, Mount Druitt. Trying to find a way through. Buzanis, the Sharks play out of the back. Favourable run home for the Sutherland Sharks. They have Sydney FC next week, followed by Rockdale. So 3 points here. And 2 more games against teams outside the top 5 could produce maybe an unlikely finals appearance. Cox. Couldn't find Lockalingua with that pass. Jeris Katanis of Sutherland was an outside chance of playing this evening. Came back from England for a trial, but returned with a corked thigh. So Terry Palapanis said, we'll keep him on ice for another week. 18-yard box high with this throw. Alameddine drops his shoulder nicely. Trying to enter the box. Was well defended. Nice header from Cox, trying to weave past Thompson. Mamone have space on the right. Nice flick on from Roberts. Koskeri could have attacked that one with a little bit more venom. Polyak. Poor pass. Sends it up with Boyajian. What can he do with it here? Falls nicely for Boyajian. Chips over the top. Fernandez. Didn't get the cleanest strike on it. It was taken nicely by Bulzanis. Approaching the 20-minute mark here at Seymour Shore. Still no score. Been plenty of opportunities thus far. Nothing in the back of the net as yet. Of course, this is Mount Druitt's final away game this season. They finished the year with 2 home games. So they'll be looking to pick up 3 points and then try and rally in their last 2 games in front of their home crowd to potentially get themselves to 30 competition points and hope results go their way for an unlikely finals berth. So the importance of the 3 points this evening on both teams' finals chances cannot be understated. Polyak. Quentin Cheng cuts inside. Has options. Finds Polyak at the edge of our 10-yard box. I just couldn't reel it in. Was that a handball? Referee said it wasn't. Polyak, the scan-in skipper, goes to the right. Quentin Cheng tries to cross, but well blocked there by Darko. It'll be a corner. The Sharks' second corner this evening. First one didn't provide a fruitful outcome. What can they deliver this time around? It'll be by Antonio to do the honours. Charles Lokalingoy, Harry Sutherland, so definitely some tall timber in the box for the Sutherland Sharks. Left-footed in-swinger from Antonio. And catching practice for Saliadare there. Referee said it was out. They tiptoe along the left-hand touchline. Roberts first to it. He's turned it over as quickly as he's got it. Sharks. Volley out, goes to Lokalingoy. Seeing if it can tee up. Cox. Just a bit too heavy. Go behind for a goal kick. So that last pass for both teams, just going by the wayside. No goals here at Seymour Shore. So he approaches the 20-minute mark. We are on Facebook Live and YouTube. So let us know your thoughts on this NPL New South Wales Men's Ones competition round 20 game. Both teams trying to keep their season alive. Gould in the centre of defence. Benet. Looking forward. Sliding to pirouette. As Cheng overlaps. Clarkson. Polyak. By Antonio. It's one of the best for the Sharks last week in their loss to Wollongong. Now, miscommunication there from Boyajian and Mamone. Clarkson. Eyes up, who can he find? Let him pick out Lokalingoi. Alamadine. Gets it back from Boyajian. Nice ball too. Roberts just keeps it in. Looking to curl one into the box. Was he fouled? The referee said no. It'll be a goal kick for the Sutherland Sharks. More should have came out of that one. More of her attack playing to the right, the Sutherland Sharks. No Mark Warren on the left. So looking at Quentin Cheng as a more important source this evening. Long ball, looking for Lokalingoi. Now Mamone, header, but it goes behind the byline. It'll be a corner. So now the Sutherland Sharks, their first corner from the grandstand side of the ground, their third corner in total. Ralbanet. Looking what options he has in the middle. The 10 for Sutherland. Benet delivers to the back stick. Who rises highest? Sutherland. Punched away by Saliadari. And out of place, it'll be another corner. The Sharks with the better of the opportunities to start this one. As we head towards a half an hour. By Antonio. Left-footed delivery. Hovers in the box. Sutherland gets up highest. Just over the crossbar. So Harry Sutherland couldn't get that one on target. And we are still at a deadlock. 0-0 here at Seymour Shore. Now Saliadare almost in a spot of bother there, but had his wits about him, the goalkeeper. Clarkson. Go to the right for Cheng. Cox was onside. Tries to cut one back. Nice defence there from Thompson. Played in NPL Victoria with the Bentley Greens. Eventually came over to the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Been a key staple in their defensive unit. Benet was dispossessed. Referee said fair tackle as well. Harry Sutherland. Be a throw for the Sharks. Who've had the better of the territory in their attacking half. Ball cleared for Roberts. Benet, there's space on the left. Decides to play towards the middle. Down goes Cox. And the first yellow card of the evening going to Lord Darko. Just outside the area. So really good opportunity here for the Sutherland Sharks. We've said that a few times from the dead ball, but can this be the opportunity? Blake Thompson just arguing the toss for his fellow defender. Referee not buying it. Could be Mateo Poliak. Saliadare constructing his wall. Wants 5 of them. Now the referee's going to bring this wall right back. It's a good opportunity here for Poliak to pull the trigger. Antonio waiting on the other side of it. Who will it be? Poliak steps up and it drives it straight into the wall. They'll still win the throw, Sutherland. Thompson clears it away. 27 minutes gone here at Seymour Shaw. Sutherland Sharks 0, Mount Druitt Town Rangers 0. I'm Tony Salerno. Great to have your company on this Saturday evening. The first of 2 fixtures in NPL New South Wales men's ones competition to start round 20. Fernandez tries to find Alameddine, but a sliding effort just deflected it into the safekeeping of Anthony Bazanis. Awaiting kickoff in Apia and Sydney FC tonight. We'll keep you across those live scores too. Urquhart knocks it out, which means it'll be a Mount Druitt throw. Throw in for the Sutherland Sharks. Looking to score their first goal in 3 games. Antonio. Lokalingoi chasing, contested with Thompson. The defender trying to shield him behind and is successful. This will be a goal kick for the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Fabricio Fernandez, the only player in this game in last week's NPL Team of the Week. Says a lot about a player when he is in the Team of the Week in a losing side. So Fernandez, if he is to be one of the best players for Mount Druitt tonight, got a long way in them receiving the 3 points. Thompson goes along the carpet. Boyjian does win the free kick. Harez trying to go quickly. Fernandez now steps up to take it. The Uruguayan. Sides to play right for Mamone. What can he whip in here? Takes on Antonio. Gould. We do have play at Lambert Park. There's 0-0 between Apia and Sydney FC after 2 minutes. 31 minutes gone here at Seymour Shaw. Sutherland Sharks 0, Mount Druitt Town Rangers 0. Roberts. Nice ball, Koskeri. He's quick, Roberts. Crosses over the top. It was a mix between a shot and a cross. Was both, and then eventually neither. Of course, all NPL New South Wales men's ones fixtures recorded live on Facebook. So under the stream you're watching, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. Both players can't find where the ball's gone. They've both spun around. Eventually it's landed at their feet. Gould out of the defensive half. Let us know your thoughts on who's winning this game. Who's on top? What you've thought of the coverage thus far. We love your thoughts. Where you're listening from. Roberts shrugs off a defender. Tried to lay it for Koskeri. Just turned it over. Jacob Esposito, who played at left back in the FFA Cup fixture during the week. He's on the bench this evening. So can play down back, but also stream forward. So Aiden Desmond does have him at his disposal. Headed on from Antonio. The assistant referees put their flag up. Offside, Jeremy Cox. Saliadari in the purple this evening. Ball falls for Koskeri. O'Shea sends one long. Alamadine looking to pick out Roberts. Sharks can't get it out of their defensive end. Nice ball from Roberts. Koskeri, first time cross. Couldn't get it onto the chest of Boyajian. Great defensive work there from the Sharks. Here is that man again, Boyajian. Filling the shoes of Pavlovich. Nice turn. Alamadine shot from Koskeri and rolled beneath the keeper. That is 1-0. Not the most pretty 1-0 score, but damn effective. 1-0. Mount Druitt over the Sutherland Sharks. Opportunities are plenty for both sides. Eventually, the penny did drop, and it is Mount Druitt who opened the scoring. Their key striker, Mirjan Pavlovich, out of action. Of course, stepping up, getting a starting berth this evening, Cooper Koskeri. And he makes the most of it. 1-0 as we approach the end of the half. The Sharks only 2 victories at home this season. 3 victories away. Now Lokalingoi. Cries for a handball. Not forthcoming. There is that goal scorer. Koskeri hoiking it long. O'Shea. Nice delivery for Benet. Was he clipped? Referee said he was. And now the referee just taking his time with this one. Going to see what the adjudication will be. Blake Thompson. Once again, he's arguing the point with the referee. Doesn't look like a card will be handed out, nor should it be for a high foot. So the Sharks, once again, get a nice set piece. In good position. By Antonio. Going to put it into the middle. Back post. And over the head of the tallest player on the field, Harry Sutherland. So not coming down in time. It'll be a goal kick. So story of the first half for the Sutherland Sharks. There or thereabouts, but just unable to provide any sort of polish. Eight minutes gone at Lambert Park. Apia Leichhardt Tigers 0. Sydney FC 0. Mamone. Up the line. Couldn't find Roberts. They do have the 1 goal advantage, Mount Druitt. Now Aiden Desmond. Just having some words with the referee. Just discussing where the throw will be. Throw comes from Mamone. On the right touchline. Alameddine, acres in space in front of him. Nice ball for the goal scorer, Koskeri. Couldn't control that one. In the corresponding fixture, it was a 1-1 draw at Popondetta Park. Fabricio Fernandez with the goal for Mount Druitt. And Jeremy Cox, the goal for the Sharks. That was in the corresponding fixture. If you've just joined us, the Sharks have won the free kick. Goal scorer, Koskeri, which sees Mount Druitt have a lead as we head towards the break. Thompson launches a ball forward. Polyak on the right wing. Erkan coming up from defence. Antonio. Referee playing advantage. Antonio delivers an early cross off the body of Mamone and behind, so it will be a corner. The Sharks have had 3 more corners than Mount Druitt, although nothing to show for it on the scoreboard for the home side. Can they equalise right on the break? Benet delivers, punched away by Saliadade, falls nicely for Antonio. Referee was happy with the challenge. Poor distribution there from Koskeri. Long ball from Urquhart. Looking for Lokalingoi. Falls favourably for him. Well, way to pass a Polyak. Just a heavy touch. Now long ball to back post, but no one was there for the Sharks. Saliadari. Left-footed cannon. Antonio first time. Not the best pass he'll distribute this evening. Boyajian. Nice turn. Left his defender for dead. And wins a free kick too. So yellow card this time for Quentin Cheng.
Yes, under 8s, please make your way to the Sutherland end of the ground, please. Sutherland SBS under 8s.
So good opportunity here for Mount Druitt. We know now how notorious goals are right near an interval. Two minutes of normal time remaining in the first half. Tufik Alameddine. Delivers. And right onto the chest of goalkeeper Anthony Bazanis. Antonio cutting inside. Lokalingoi slowing things down. Clarkson couldn't pick out Cheng on the right. It'll be a throw. Right, the referee's handed out a yellow card to Boyajian for back chat. The referee not afraid to go into his pocket early in the first half. Lokalingoi turns, has a shot for goal. Not too far away. All eyes turn to the fourth official. See how many minutes of injury time we'll have in this first half, if any. Hasn't been too many stoppages thus far. Darko. Header out of play from young Harry Sutherland. Chested on from Boyajian. Alameddine at the byline. Coming inside. Looking to find his best distribution option. It's a through ball for no one though. And that is half time here at Seymour Shore at the break. It is the Sutherland Sharks 0, the Mount Druitt Town Rangers 1.
Sutherland Sharks 0, Mount Druitt Rangers 1. Updating the score, the up here Leichhardt Tigers 0, Sydney FC 0, that's after 17 minutes.
The lone goal scorer, Cooper Koskeri, for the Mount Druitt Town Rangers, gives them the lead at the break.
The bar is open at the northern end of the ground, on the upper
Make sure you keep your comments in the comments section here on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Join us back in around 10 minutes' time for all the second half action.
I'd like to acknowledge and thank their sponsors for the 2019 season: Hiking, Georgie Porgy, UKT Painters, Marley Wild Chinese Restaurant, Jubilee Sports Physio, Guardian Trade Union Club, McDonald's of Sylvania, Studio 57, including wardrobes and shower screens, total access scaffolding, and Domino's Pizza. Results from earlier in the evening in the under 18s who were waiting for the come to arrange a $3 for nil, and in the under 20s,
Yeah, okay, so you've got to know that, did you? Yeah, I can do both. minute?
I'll put 34.
Okay. Yeah, 35. Yeah, I'll say 34. Welcome back to the second half here at Seymour Shore. After 45 minutes, it is the Sutherland Sharks 0, the Mount Druitt Town Rangers 1. The lone goal scorer, Cooper Koskeri, in the 34th minute after a goalkeeping mistake following his shot. 45 minutes remaining, both teams desperate for a win to keep their faint finals hopes alive. Let's see who comes out with the 3 points and can continue their season. Keep it on life support and try and make the finals. Cox, the leading goal scorer for the Sutherland Sharks this season. Now, nice use of his body there, Lokalingoi attacking the box, cuts it square. Antonio finishes it. And barely a minute gone in the second half. The Sharks have equalised. Lokalingoi sprinted to that ball, cut it inside, and then a good finish. That's their first goal in 3 games of Sharks. And boy, oh boy, wasn't an important one. 1-1, 46 minutes gone. You'd want to bottle that half-time speech from Terry Palapanis. Not even a minute gone and the Sharks get a goal back. So we are on the level pegging. Quentin Cheng, here they come again. Another Shark attack. Cheng tries to weave inside. Delivery is quite meek. Alamadine. Will be a throw for the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Nice work from Roberts. Alamadine. Dispossessed by Polyak. Long ball from Cheng. Looking for Lokalingoi. Benet. Goes to the left. Delivery into the middle. Nice header from Gould. Not out of trouble here, Mount Druitt. The Sharks on the attack. Benet. Bazanis looking for a contest. No Shark within Kui of Gould. Well weighted through ball. Koskeri crosses it. But no real danger for the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. By Antonio, one of the acquisitions during the mid-season transfer window. The Sharks also purchased Liam McGing, but he almost left as quickly as he came. It's the third centre defender that the Sharks have lost to the A-League this season, as per Terry Palapanis. Lokalingoi It's been dangerous to start this second half. Finds Cox. Cutting outside. Plays back. Polyak didn't hit it first time. On reflection, probably should have. Boyajian fouled. If you've just joined us for the second half, you've just missed a goal. Right off the start from the Sharks by Antonio, getting the equaliser. We're running rampant, the Sharks. Here they go again. Lokalingoi holds up Gould. Quinton Cheng. Polyak was looking for the goal scorer, Antonio. Sharks have a spring in their step to start this second half. They've equalised. Can they hit the lead? Lokalingoi. Polyak. Clarkson was the overlapping option. Wasn't used. Through ball. Benet's there first. Nice footwork. Squares it up. Cox goes down, but the referee said it was clean. And now, push and shove in the box. Roberts. 18-yard box high. Cutting inside. Distributes for Fernandez. Alamadine. Couldn't find the right option for the pass here. Counter attack for the Sharks by Antonio. Trying to tee up Lokalingoi this time. Just a bit heavy for this one. Darko. We do have a goal out at Lambert Park. It is Sydney FC 1, who lead the Apia Leichhardt Tigers 0. That goal in the 28th minute during half-time over here. Quentin Cheng. Polyak. They've had success on the left. Hit it down. Benet. Will he hit it first time? Nice work there from Saliadari. Last touch off Sutherland, which means it'll be a goal kick, but a much different Sutherland Sharks outfit who have come out in the second half. Now Druitt almost got into a spot of bother. Long ball. Delivered on a platter for Boyajian. Hits it first time and finds the bottom right corner. It's a goal fest to start this second half. And what a reply from the visitors. They have taken the lead. It is Mount Druitt Town Rangers 2, the Sutherland Sharks 1.
Goal to Mount Druitt Rangers, forward number 9, Alex Boyajian.
Well, you'd had to say that one was against the run of play. Sutherland dominating the possession to start this second half. And then Mount Druitt go whiz bang, and all of a sudden they've put one in the back of a net and they have the lead. 2 goals in 9 minutes to start this second half. Was that a hand from Cox? The ref said it wasn't, and it'll be a corner for the home side. So now it's the Sharks' turn to see if they can trouble the scorers again. By Antonio. Looking to deliver a left-footed in-swinger. Lokalingoy and company in the middle. Headed away from Thompson first. Cheng. Now Antonio. Headed towards the 18-yard box. At the byline, cuts it square. But can't finish the job there, the Sharks. Alamadine. Polyak. Goes to the left this time. Lokalingoy. Spent time with Sydney FC and the Brisbane Roar in the A-League. All coming back to the Sutherland Sharks. Polyak might fancy himself here, but was blocked before any real decent trajectory. Clarkson. Switches looking for Cox. Brings it down, but with no real control. The goal scorer, Boyajian. Looking up the line. Roberts was overlapping. Boyajian tries to go to the well again. Taken there by Buzanis. Worth a go. So end-to-end action. Both teams know what's on the line. A very important 3 points to keep their finals aspirations alive. Alamadine. Plays Fernandez. Alamadine wants it back. Falls favourably for Alamadine. Off the post. And rolls away, but still in play. Cooper Koskeri. Roberts has a shot himself. And into the back of the net. The goalkeeper couldn't push that one away far enough. And that's 2 goals in 5 minutes for the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. John Roberts will claim it. And Mount Druitt have got themselves a healthy buffer. They lead 3 goals to 1. From what must be said, was quite a lacklustre first half. The 1 goal bearing, but almost 15 minutes into the second half, we've already had 3 goals. Cheng. Of course, we are on Facebook Live and on YouTube for NPL New South Wales Round 20. This is one of 2 games this evening. The other out at Lambert Park. Apia hosting Sydney FC. Here come the Sharks once more. Cox. Couldn't find Lokalingoy with a pass. Of course, we've had 3 goals to open the second half. Let us know your thoughts on the game. Which goal was the best? Where you're watching from? Who wins it from here? Handy buffer for Mount Druitt now. Erkan, the defender, comes forward. Antonio. Nice bit of work there. Couldn't provide for Lokalingoi and company, but they get the next best thing. It'll be a corner for the Sutherland Sharks. They were 1 goal behind at the break. We've blinked and now they're 2 goals behind. But they did score a goal in that time themselves. 3-1 the score. Be Benet to deliver. Near post. Juggled by Saliadari. But holds on to it. Blake Thompson launches it forward. Alamadine's on his bike. Couldn't quite get there. Too many Sharks in front of him. Over the top from Benet. Flag stayed down. Lokalingoi's with it. Nice ball for Antonio. Looks up. Has a shot. Punched away from Saliadare. Second time. Lokalingoi has the defender's intervention. But offside. Off the ladder shot. Definitely not a shortage of chances here at Seymour Shore. This is the Sutherland Sharks' last home game for season 2019. They'll be away in the final 2 fixtures against Sydney FC and then finishing with local rivals Rockdale City Suns. For the Mount Druitt Town Rangers, this is their final away game. So they will have their last 2 games at Popondetta Park. They will be against Hakoah Sydney City East, who won't be playing in NPL 1 New South Wales next season. Shot, Fernandez sees the goalkeeper off his line. Wasn't too far away either. And Mount Druitt complete their regular season against the Apia Leichhardt Tigers. At home, Harry Sutherland dispossessed. Fabricio Fernandez. We've seen him do that a lot in season 2019. He'll run all day. They venture down the left-hand side. Antonio's moved to the left. Alamadine. Was that a hand from Boyajian? Referee said it was. O'Shea. He's got the number 4 on his back, but he's an out-and-out number 6. That ball just couldn't find Cheng, who was the intended target. Four goals in the first hour here at Seymour Shore. It is the Sutherland Sharks 1, who lead the Mount Druitt Town Rangers 3. Mount Druitt 3-1. That ball did go out. Koskeri, one of the goal scorers. Couldn't put that one into the box and make it interesting. Great to see Liz Boyajian watching the Facebook call. She's added a comment, "Go Rangers." Dare say there's a relation to Alex Boyajian there. So thanks for watching, Liz. Let us know your comments on the game as well. How can the home team, the Sutherland Sharks, get back into this one? Still plenty of time. Where are you watching from? Who are you supporting? Brody Clarkson intercepts. It'll be a throw for Mount Druitt. 18-yard box high. Healthy crowd here in Sutherland on a cool night. Not too much wind to speak of. Long ball from Gould. Looking for Fernandez. Trying to sneak behind Erkan. He did the first part. Just couldn't bring it down and distribute in the box. Buzanis trying to find the best option to kick to. Last touch off Mount Druitt. It'll be a throw. .65 minutes gone. And it looks like we are going to the substitutes bench for the first time.
Substitution for the Sutherland Sharks at the 25, Brody Clarkson, released by number 30, Thomas Aquilina.
So Thomas Aquilina on for Brody Clarkson. Trying to shore things up in defence, the Sutherland Sharks. How do they go in attack? Here they are with Lokalingoi. Appealed for a handball. Referee waved it away. Darko finds Fernandez, who's playing quite deep this evening. Pinpoint pass looking for Roberts. The sideline official said he jumped the gun offside. Referee this evening, referee Marti from Italy. Long ball by Harry Sutherland. Blake Thompson didn't do well with that one. Falls for Lokalingoi. Finds Benet waiting in the box. Shoots. But deflected off his body of the opponent. So it'll be a corner kick. Corner for the Sharks, trying to get themselves back in the game. Delivery from Benet. Taken over his head like an AFL mark by Saliadari. Rolls out nicely for Boyjian. Gould. Harris. Here come the Sharks press. Boyjian tried to peel off his defender. Wasn't successful. And now perfect pass. Jeremy Cox couldn't get around Carlos Saliadari. That's why he's arguably the best goalkeeper in NPL 1 in 2019. Of course, Justin Passfield and Nenad Vekic will have something to say about that. Koskeri, the first goal scorer of this evening, looking to become the fifth. Now it's Cheng's turn. The midfield's opened up. Quentin Cheng goes to the right for Cox. Whips it into the middle. Off the chest of Mamone and goes behind. It'll be a corner. Got the Boyjian Clang watching the Facebook live stream with their comments in the comment section. Should put yours in too. This is NPL New South Wales men's ones. Round 20 action. Sutherland Sharks hosting Mount Druitt. 2-goal deficit to their name. Corner to the back post. Harry Sullivan heads it down. Off the chest. Not pretty. and cleared away eventually. Quentin Cheng. He's fouled. Referee goes into his pocket. It's a yellow card for John Roberts. Now a good opportunity. Raul Benet, the 10 for the Sutherland Sharks, will step up and see if they can jag one back the home side. Raul Benet to deliver. Goes back post. Flying high was Sutherland, but it was punched out by Kala Saliadari. Now player down for the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Fast for the trainer out on the ground. We're 20 minutes from home here at Seymour Shore. Sutherland Sharks' last home game of season 2019. They trail 1-3. 1 goal in the first half to Cooper Koskeri. Then a goal straight after the break for Bai Antonio. That was followed by a goal to Alex Boyajian. And then rounding out the last one was John Roberts. So the 3 front men for the Mount Druitt Town Rangers, all on the score sheet. Nice ball in. Lokalingoi tried to rise high, couldn't connect with it. Been given another opportunity. Punched away by Saliadari. Kept it in on the far touchline, the Sutherland Sharks. Cheng. Nice positioning from Lokalingoi at the byline. Heavy touch. Beats everyone over it. Around the grounds in NPL New South Wales men's ones competition. At Lambert Park, Apia Leichhardt Tigers hosting Sydney FC. And it is 1-0 at half-time to the visitors, Sydney FC. So an upset brewing in Leichhardt. And if that does eventuate, it will mean a premiership for Wollongong. Sutherland Sharks. Polyak pulls the trigger. And always just wide. Mount Druitt starting to take their time a little bit. Got the 2-goal buffer. Ares. And we are going to the substitutes bench. This time, the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Alex Boyajian. His 9 is complete. And the new man will be Jacob Esposito for the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Midweek, Esposito played left back in the FFA Cup tie. This time around, he'll be in his more comfortable forward role. Definitely got plenty of speed to burn, Esposito, which Mount Druitt will really appreciate in these final stages. Here's another man with some speed. John Roberts lays it off for Fernandez. Couldn't find Alameddine. Now counter-attack from the Sharks. Never really eventuated. Nice work there from Gould. Long ball. It's off the head of Roberts and fell favourably for Fernandez. The referee did say offside. So the ball going straight from defence to the front line for both sides very quickly. Benet. Fernandez. Finds Alameddine, cuts inside, ready to whip it on his right foot, and delivers it home. And a 3-goal advantage for the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. They lead 4-1. Razzle-dazzle football for Mount Druitt in this second half. That's their 3rd goal for the half and their 4th goal for the evening. And Tufik Alameddine says, hang on, I want to be added to the score sheet too. It's 4-1. We're in the final quarter of this game. Now the Sharks. Scoreline disappointing for their home fans. This was a chance to send their faithful out on a high. Lokalingoi squares it up and put behind by Mount Druitt. So it will be a corner kick. They've lost 3 centre defenders to the A-League this season, the Sutherland Sharks. It's been an area they've needed to fix. Raul Benet has Antonio overlapping. Roberts, well read there by Erkan. Esposito. Lokalingoi has an option to his left. And the referee's blown a penalty. It looked fairly innocuous on Jeremy Cox, but the referee has deemed there's been an infringement, so the home side will get a shot from the spot. A penalty for the Sutherland Sharks. Raul Benet. Been one of the best for the Sharks all season. Can he add one to the score? Benet steps up and makes no mistake. They've jagged one back for Sutherland Sharks. They trail 4-2 with just over 10 minutes remaining here at Seymour Shore. At half-time, would you believe it was 1-0 the way of the Mount Druitt Town Rangers? It's now 4-2. So plenty of goals in this second half. Can Mount Druitt bring up the magic 5? Fernandez and Roberts also pressing. Nice combination there for Darko and Fernandez. Darko crossed at the byline. No real threat. Will be another sub. Lopez, a new man. Coming off is the skipper, Mateo Poliak. He put in a good captain's knock. Toiled hard. Al-Madeen was going to nod that one on, ended up on his chest. Clearance from Harry Sutherland. Urkan. It's a well-weighted long ball. Lokalingoi holding up traffic. Trying to get beyond Thompson. Spins. Doesn't want to put it into the box, so finds Benet waiting. Switches it to the left. By Antonio, lays it back. Of the Sharks. Shot, but never really troubling Carlos Saliadari. Of course, we are getting close to the end of his fixture. Just under 10 minutes of normal time remaining, plus injury time to come. Best start thinking who you believe is the player of the match. Let us know your thoughts in the Facebook Live comment section. We're also on YouTube, so if you're watching on there, leave them in the comment section too. Plenty of good plays in the green and gold this evening. Play out their backline, the Sharks. Yep. Play to the left. Good first touch. Cross from Antonio. Lokalingoi turns. Has a shot, but straight into the legs of Mount Druitt. Galingoi like a bull around the 18-yard box. Nicely squared up. Juggled that one. Antonio couldn't get on the end of it. For the Sharks. They'll go again though, the home side. Cross into the middle. Well, that's catching practice for Carlos Saliadari. Sharks entering the attacking half. They go to the left again. The Sharks have been in this position a number of times in the second half. 2 goals to show for it. Al-Madeen. Well, way to pass from Thompson. Benet launches one forward. Nicely chested down from Antonio. Can he finish here? And just over the crossbar. He did all the lead-up work fantastically, but just couldn't put it into the roof of the net. Opportunity goes begging for the home side. 85 minutes gone. Sutherland Sharks 2. Mount Druitt Town Rangers 4. Over at Arpia Leichhardt, they have jagged back a goal, the home side. It's 1-1 after 53 minutes out at Lambert Park. Buzanis had to hurry there. A lot of pressure from Roberts. Cheng. Nice ball kept in by Lopez. Be a throw for the Sharks. Last touch off Mount Druitt. Koskeri. Lopez. Looked good since he's come on. They like playing that left side, the Sharks. Usually occupied by Mark Warren there, but he isn't there this evening. Still got a lot of value out of by Antonio and company. Here he is again. Turns and they will win the free kick. And now John Roberts on his haunches. Could be more so that he's run himself into the ground in the last week. They've played 2 games. It's been a really big effort from Aidan Desmond's man to back up after a heartbreaking loss and 120 minutes of football. Will be a substitution. Jake Mamone coming off.
Substitution for Druitt Rangers.
Onto the field, Alvin Singh. So the Sharks chasing a 2-goal deficit. Into the box. Header was miscued. Eventually falls for Cheng. He puts it back into the mixer. Wasn't cleared well. But done enough there, Mount Druitt. Roberts. Wins the throw. Of course, for those playing at home, when Polyak came off, it was Raul Benet who took the captain's armband. Mount Druitt, can they bring up number 5 before this one's out? Once again, looking at the 4th official to see if we will have injury time. The end of normality. 2 minutes remaining in normal time. Headed down by Singh. Singh is fouled by Lokalingoi, says the referee. So he's just come on, Alvin Singh, and he's already limping. Intense contest between attacker and defender. Saliadari. Roberts headers down for Alameddine. Distributes back to Roberts. Now it's Benet off the Okan pass. He's kept it in. Now free kick for the Sharks. Referee asking for the substitution to be completed. So Jeremy Cox comes off, put in a good shift for the home side. It'll be a throw for Mount Druitt, who aren't in any hurry to make that so. Long throw looking for Roberts. Benet. Nice footwork there from Lopez. Got over right through Cheng. One of our last attacking opportunities. The referee indicates 3 minutes of injury time. Cheng on his right foot. They do win the free kick. Harris the offender on that occasion. Now, can the Sharks add one more to the score? Send their home fans away with a consolation. By Antonio. It's been arguably the best for the Sharks. Goes underneath the wall and just tipped over the bar from Saliadari. It's often those innocuous ones that find themselves into the back of the net, but not on that occasion. By Antonio. He's everywhere. Delivers to the back stick. Headed on by Sutherland. And just wide. He's the tallest target in this game, Harry Sutherland. And he was a whisker away on that occasion. Saliadari with the goal kick. Once he sends this into the Miranda night sky, we might hear the whistle from referee Marty. We do go on. Hoiked into midfield. Koskeri cleans it up. Now Lokalingoi. It's broken away from his defender. Pulls the trigger. And over the bar. Hasn't been able to get his bearings this evening. Charles Lokalingoi definitely had some good looks. Now Alfred Singh down again. Soaking up more time. So get the physio out onto the ground. Just flexing his knee. Now last trip around the grounds in this one. 61 minutes gone at Lambert Park. It is the Apia Leichhardt Tigers 1, Sydney FC 1. So that one's brewing nicely. Heading into the last half an hour. You can scroll to that game after you've finished watching this one, which is moments away from completion. Sutherland Sharks 2, Mount Druitt Town Rangers 4. Saliadari taking his time with his goal kick. Roberts and Aquilina. Out by the Sharks. It'll be a throw. Alvin Singh instructed to come back on the field. Esposito. The ball in his hands. Roberts. Roberts heading towards the corner flag. Happy to hold it up there. Soak up as much time as he can. Flicks it looking for Fernandez. Eventually the Sharks clean up. Lokalingoi turning defensive to attack the Sharks. What have they got? One final time. Will be a free kick. They've gone quickly and surrendered possession. That's the referee's final whistle. We are full time here at Seymour Shore. It has concluded the Sutherland Sharks 2, the Mount Druitt Town Rangers 4. Convincing victory in the end for the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. The goal scorers this evening, the first half, the only goal scorer, Cooper Koskeri, and it was by Antonio straight after the break. Alex Boyajian added to the scorers. There was John Roberts shortly after. And it complete the 4, Tufik Alameddine. And then the final goal came the way of the Sutherland Sharks. A complete 2 goals to 4. The victory for Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Thank you for joining us on NPL New South Wales Men's Ones this Saturday night. Round 20, first fixture done and dusted. The Sutherland Sharks going down 2 goals to 4 against the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. I'm Tony Salerno. Thank you very much for joining us on this coverage. We'll see you for more football next time.